Hi, I'm Susie Dingle, writer, garden coach, and landscape designer, bringing you information and inspiration to help you utilize, enjoy, and improve your outdoor space. I wanted to show you the progress that I've made on our little feeding the squirrels and bird tree outside. I wanted to do it very simply, no real frills, and also so it didn't take too much time. So I'm going to be making some things, natural items for them to eat. What I'm doing is creating some just very natural ornaments there. I put some pine cones in because I noticed that the goldfinches are eating or pecking at these pine cones anyway, so I just tucked some of those into the tree. I've also already put in some sprays of millet. These are fantastic. I just discovered them and I just love them. I've grown millet. I've had sprays like this in my garden before, and I like growing millet, but wow, they just are beautiful. They are graceful and arch. The birds love them, and so some of those are going on the tree. Then I'm going to be making some little wreaths, I guess you'd call them, sort of, out of rice cakes. Now, there's the rest one. Okay, here's the rice cake now. Rice cake. I realize this will probably disintegrate in a few days. I hope that they'll eat it before it does disintegrate. But I plan on using some sunflower butter, sunflower seed butter on it, putting in a few little cranberries, not a lot because we do have ants. We have sugar ants around here and also some rats that are in the neighborhood, and so I don't want to encourage too much of that. I'm also going to, with that sunflower butter, plaster on some dehydrated mealy worms. Yum! That looks delicious. Then for the squirrels, I'll be putting some peanuts, tying some peanuts on in a very easy way so that they can easily get it off, and also I can easily put it together. We'll see how that goes. That may not work out quite as I planned, but in my head it's just brilliant, you know. All right, so I'll get started on that and show you the progress on it as I go along. I had previously picked those evergreens up off the road. We'll call them botanical roadkill. And I was going to use them on the deck, but they're shedding so badly I'm not going to put those on my deck. And I noticed, though, while they were sitting there, that a little goldfinch, a female goldfinch, I believe, was getting on them and eating the pine cones, or pecking at the pine cones, maybe just for insects, I'm not sure. But when she did that, I'm like, oh, I'll just shove these into the tree and that will be part of the decoration. Then I found some sprays of millet. These are just the whole seed head right there. And I have grown millet in the garden. If it comes up, it's not a bother. I just pull it up, or I've let it bloom, but I've never collected the seed heads before to do this. I purchased these. I saw them, bought them, and went, oh, that could be interesting. We'll see how they like these. They'll probably like them a lot, but jury is still out. So we'll just tuck in a couple of those. I'm going to give it a few days and see how that is, and then I'll keep working on this. Doubt I'll do orange slices. I'll probably do some peanut butter something, and we'll keep working on it till it looks festive, more festive. I like these grouped in natural groupings as opposed to just dotted all around the tree. I don't think that would look as natural. And I'm also keeping this up on the upper half so that the birds don't go toward the bottom of the tree. I'm trying to encourage them to go toward the top, just in case any cats get the idea that they can have a festive meal of their own. Annie contemplating gravity. She does get up on that arbor. The bird project is coming along really, really well. I thrifted some yarn that's 100% cotton that, I do that a lot, don't I? That was made in Canada from 100% USA grown cotton. And it's still, sometimes old vintage type cottons and threads can be really weak, but these are not so old that they have lost their strength. Anyway, so the garland of peanuts is coming along really, really well. I want to show you how I'm doing that. This is my story and I'm sticking to it. So there's the peanuts hanging from the red thread. Super easy. What I've done is loosely tied the peanuts on, and then I will hang this from the tree. And once I'll show you here how I did that real quickly. I made a loop and tied the loop just with one little knot. I just looped it through. There you go. So I have a loop tied off that's roughly the length of my finger, and then I'm going to take a peanut and wrap it into the loop, kind of just wrap it around, and then I'm going to poke it back through the loop a second time, and it's enough to secure it, I believe. I mean, they might fall off eventually, but then the squirrels will have an easier time getting them. These are holding on pretty darn well, and I'm going to hang that on the tree outside. I'm not going to make a lot of these right now because I don't want to have too much out there and attract the rats. I'm hoping that I'll just make these and hang them up as I need to, as I see they're being eaten. With the loops there, I can just go back and replenish the peanuts. That's the plan. Okay, seems like a good one to me. Then, this went really fast, this project. And then the rice cake with the sunflower nut butter and the cranberries. There you go. I just used the sunflower butter to glue on the cranberries. I'm hoping that the birds will enjoy that. If they do, I'll make more of them. So I'll show you the finish. I'll show you what it looks like hanging on the tree. So you get the idea. And that looks really yummy, except for those mealyworms inside, in the center, the dried mealyworms. But if you're a kid and you're doing this project with kids, which is so awesome, they like stuff like that. So it's always fun to play with things that creepy crawlers and stuff like that. This is a wonderful project for kids also because it's a little messy and it's very forgiving, and then they can see the results of the birds and the squirrels eating. Also this one for kids to help them develop their fine motor skills and their dexterity. You might need to help them, and also learning how to tie a knot. That's a fun one. This is just a real easy loop knot, nothing complicated like tying your shoes. So there you go. And then sticking the peanuts in there. It might be better to hang it on the tree first and then put the peanuts on it, because you could lose them on your way to the tree. But kids, kids are so willing to try these things, and it's never a failure, of course. It's just learning how to do things the way that works for you. There we go. Okay, I better finish this up and quit talking and start feeding those little critters out there. thank you to all of you who have subscribed already, and to the new people who don't know me yet. There is an introduction video, and I look forward to hearing your comments and suggestions and just everything. This is a wonderful platform for gardeners, especially because we gardeners just share so much information over the garden gate. Until next time, I'll be dreaming of you in the garden. Bye.